Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. This is going to be a planner update. Um, I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm filming at nighttime, so obviously I don't have natural light. All I have are the lights in my office. And yeah, because I work a lot during the day, so I don't always have time to film during the daytime. So let's get started. This video is probably going to be a couple parts just because I can't guarantee that I'm going to get it under the 15-minute mark that YouTube makes me stick to. I'm not exactly sure why, because I've seen other YouTubers with longer videos, but I think you have to have like a certain amount of subscribers or likes or something like that. And I don't know the exact number, so it'll be 2 parts. So let's start off with the fact that I am back. I'm back in my passion planner, guys. Here's my pocket. Last time I talked about my planners, I was in the pocket, Malden, in the aqua, and I was planning full time in this, and it was working great, and it still does work great. The only thing I've taken out of it is all of my, my credit cards and stuff like that, but everything else is in here. It's still fully set up. It still has my DIY fish inserts. It still has my passion plan. Everything. Everything is in here. I even added this zipper pocket that I got from, from Staples, from CJ and Work. It came in a pack of 3. I actually have the other one, this one. It's like the medium size one, and that's where I keep my stickers in, the ones that I seldomly use. And then there's a bit one even bigger than this. I have no idea what I'm going to use that for, but it's hanging around. So I'm not in this anymore. Things just started to get a little bit hectic. The pace started to pick up a little bit. And there was just a week where I was not planning anything. I stopped looking at my planner and I was in a complete rut, and I was just like, oh gosh, what is wrong with me? And then I just had a thought, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to transfer everything over to my passion planner and see what happens. So I sat down and I rewrote all the dates. I think I started it might have been like the 2nd or 3rd week in August, and I rewrote the dates in and all my events and stuff. And the minute I finished, my brain just clicked. My brain was like, yes, thank you. This is what we needed. And I don't know, like, I love my pocket, and I thought that it was going really well, but I don't know, I guess it just for some odd reason just wasn't working with my brain. And but I'm keeping it forever because it's beautiful, and one day this may stop working with my brain and I may have to go back. I doubt it, but especially when you see, I can see that you can see what's going on back here, and we're gonna get there. So I had actually filmed an update of me, like, of my passion planner, but I decided to delete it because I didn't like it. And so now I'm refilming. So basically much hasn't changed. I added some tabs. My aunt had given me some, the Girl of All Work tabs, and I just added the tabs for the rest of the year. And then the Today tab is holds my current week, and then I still have the notes. Before it was just like month, week, notes. So this is just a little bit easier. Let me just take this out. Things sliding all around here. This is just a little bit easier for me to just go and grab September and go like that. And then I have a little clip here, and then I have whatever monthly appointments I have. I haven't pre-filled October yet. Let's talk about this right here, guys. Yep, Harry Potter Festival in Pennsylvania. Who's going? Because I am. These stickers actually came from, I think, a Happy Meal. We're not even going to talk about it, okay? So, nothing has really changed in my monthly view. In my weeks, let's see. I don't think I have anything personal. We all have bills. How much I pay for them, I don't think it's personal. It just We pay bills, guys. So I did change. Some of the things that I did change was, instead of, I was toying around with color coding, because it just wasn't working. Doing the, I still like, I call this my drop down system. I still like my drop down list system, but for some odd reason, it was just too much. I had two multi-pens with different colors, and I had to get out a different multi-pen for this, and both the multi-pens had to be with me at all times in order for me to be able to, write things in the planner. And after a while, I was just like, no, keep it simple, sweetie. There's too much happening. So I was like, well, I can't just write in all black. My brain will just be like, there's nothing happening, because that's what happens when I see black across a page. I'm just like, meh. Nope, not gonna work. So I had to have some color. So then I tried to toy around with just outlining the time slots, and I played with it a little bit more and kind of just like gradually phased myself in. And as you can see, like this week I'm just straight black except for a couple of different things that I wanted to pop. But other than that, I did straight black ink. And then this week was the week that I decided to just block it out. I just did whole blocks, and that seems to be working out better for me. Now you can also see that there is no drop down list in here, but that doesn't mean that I'm not doing the drop down list anymore. It's just the things have literally been so busy that I haven't had time to really make any. So let me see if I can explain. So mainly my drop down list occur during like exam prep time and office work time, because when I'm at work, sometimes I have time to step away and prep for my exams. So, or do other things, and that's when I, write it into my drop down. But it's been so busy, like you don't see a lot of exam prep going on here because I did not. I did not, because I just did not have the time. And I know it looks like, oh, there's this whole chunk of time right here, Ashley. Why don't you? Because I wasn't feeling well. I was having some issues with fatigue, and I still am. We're not going to dwell on it, stay positive, all that good stuff. So literally, these are times that I'm ashamed to say that I was most likely sleeping, or, doing everything in my power to drag myself to get out of my bed to get to this. And that's just that was the fact of life for me last week. Okay. And so, yeah, so that was a little bit of an ongoing struggle, but so I wasn't really doing exam prep while I was at work. Things were too busy. As you know, I work in the medical field. My patients come first. So if I don't have time to study, then I don't have time to study. That means I'm taking care of my patients. When I have time to study is like if a patient is taking a nap, or everything is done and that patient doesn't need anything, and I'm sitting there anyway. So I'm going to, read, because most of my patients are pediatric patients, and there's only but so much Go Diego Go that you can listen to without having to tune it out with reading. So that's that. So that was last week, and now we're on this is this week. Okay, this is this week. So there was a little bit more happened this week that as you can see. Still no drop down lists right now, just because I'm just trying to keep chugging, guys. I've just been busy, okay? I don't have much going on, but you can see I had some exam prep during this time. Wednesday, I gave myself a break. I needed a break. I couldn't. Life was too much. I was done adulting. And then I'm filming this on today. Today's Thursday. So, for me, I don't know if it'll be Thursday when this goes up, but, it's Thursday as I'm filming this. So I had a meeting. This is just something that I'm not going to talk about. And then, I had my work shift, and I actually did get to study at my work shift, but it wasn't something that I had pre-planned to do. So I didn't write it in. And then right now there isn't anything here because I don't have a color coding for filming. like these videos because I never know when I'm going to. But I also didn't have anything planned out to do for when I got home tonight. Like, I could have studied, but I'm kind of just taking it easy. My exam is next week, but I'm on the last section of my study guide, and right now I'm kind of just going through and reviewing notes and taking practice quizzes, and I'm not doing something super hardcore. Now, starting tomorrow, when I sit down and I plan tonight for the rest of, so Friday, Saturday, and the rest of next week that has a whole bunch of stuff that I'm still working on the schedule, then, you know, I'll figure it out, like what I'm going to do for tomorrow. But it's going to be a little bit more of an intense study because the exam is next week. So I've been studying for this exam over the course of at least a month and a half. And so, and I think it's a 120 question exam. So, I mean, I've given myself some spaced out time to do it. But, so I'm going to show you what it looks like when I'm in pre-planning mode. The only reason why there's work schedules on Saturdays is because the patient that I have on Saturday, her mom is so like me. Her mom is so detail oriented that she gave me the schedule that she needs for me to take care of her daughter for like, she gave it to me in August all the way up to November. And I was like, yes, mom. Anyway, so this is what my schedule looks like before, you know, anything else is finalized. It's pretty much just me writing in my black friction pen. This is the one that I'm using. No more multi-pens. I keep one multi-pen in my purse, which is the black, red, and blue one, but it barely gets used because I also have the friction ball slims, and in blue and red, and these are like the only other colors that I use. Just these. That kind of looks violet. The lighting is janky. So I only use these like if I'm doing my, like, planning out my goals and writing in this area. That's what I'll use the blue for. And then the red is like bills and super important stuff that I really want to bring attention to. But these normally don't have to be with me. Like, I don't necessarily need these with me because most of my planning I can do while I'm sitting right here. I know a week ahead of time, but at least a week ahead of time, what I'm doing. Like, I sit down on Saturday night and I start planning for the next week. And by Saturday, my week is pretty much solidified. The only things that change are either meeting times for FRG group that I'm in, or my work schedule, which also doesn't really change too much now either. But I am not working this week. Well, I'm not working my regular scheduled job that I actually have to be at a certain time. As far as all my self-employed work, that I will still be doing, and I haven't figured out where I'm putting anything yet. So yeah, I'm still kind of, you know, figuring it out, but as I figure it out, I can just erase or whatever, and then once I've pretty much got it together, then I will block it in. But it's easier when I have a set work schedule. I've requested this week off because, like I said, I've been going through some health stuff, and I'm just I need a break. I need to relax. I got a lot going on. I need to give myself some catch-up time to get it together, and my exam is on Thursday, and I need to study. So I just needed to give myself a little bit of a break. And my job is great, and they're so flexible and awesome that they give us the, you know, ability to do that. My job is so awesome, whereas if you give them enough time in advance, like a heads up in advance, they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. So I'm self-employed, and that's flexible. And then I also work for a great company, and they're flexible. So it works out a little bit. So Yeah, so when I already know what I'm doing, then I can model everything around my work schedule and my meetings. But being that I don't